I think any kind of beauty, especially true beauty, comes from within. A message I send to my clients, my friends that are single moms is you can be beautiful with or without makeup, hair, clothes. Clothes and makeup don't make you. It's an illusion. Especially with the artists that I work with, it takes hours of preparation.
You hear that, young girls?
To look like that. Weeks we plan from hair pieces. People spend weeks and months planning all those things with a team of 20 to 30 people. Even myself, I always never take the credit for this. I don't do it alone. I have a team of people that work and travel with me. There's no way one person can do all that. And it takes on average to get an artist ready, just hair and makeup with the team, a good 3 to 4 hours. And what you see on magazines is they're always photoshopped.
Right,
and everybody.
That's what they don't understand.
Exactly.
Now, you know, I was asking Michael earlier, Ms. D, if you had a chance to, is there somebody you see that be like, I would love to do their makeup? I would love to do theirs.
Or their hair.
Right, is there somebody that you see that you be like, woo, I could get with that?
I see that every day.
He said the same thing.
Every day.
You know, it's something about, you know, he was explaining to me the transformation of taking somebody and after they look, you know, after you do the hair and the makeup, how they look. Yeah. You know, that's what he fell in love with. And once you think about their shows like that, you know, and everybody tunes in the before and after. Everybody wants to see how the person looks afterwards. The amazing transformation. But
it's truly an art.
It is. It's an art form. It's an art form. And is there anybody that you would like to work with?
Oh man, I would love to work with Lady Gaga.
And why?
What is it with Lady Gaga? I want to know too.
Let me tell you something. That is the only artist so far ever in my life that taps into my visions and in my dreams. Yes.
It's limitless.
What would you do with it? You know how she wore that meat dress? What would you have done with her hair?
Oh my God, I would have probably added some meat to her hair, and I would have added some red and blonde pieces to be the fat and the meat. I would do something crazy.
I mean, we're laughing.
Or I would have made her head into a fish and made her body into the fins.
So, you know, because it's limitless with her.
I mean, I love it. Man, let me tell you something. I love stuff like that. There's an old movie that J-Lo was in. What was that movie? Dream something?
Selena?
The one that she was going into people's minds. It was a
Dreamcatcher or something.
It was a horror movie.
Wasn't it?
Oh,
but she would go into their mind.
The Cell.
Let me tell you something. I used to look at that movie just for the weird horns and body parts that were that is the kind of show I want to do one day. Let me tell you something. Those costumes, that is my thing. I don't know if I got it from being an only child and used to dream a lot, but that would be a terrific example of what I want to bring to the world.
Right, so
you hear that, guys? Lady Gaga, if you're listening, we got Miss D in the house. She wants to do your hair.
Right. Now, before we get too far, Michael, throw out your Facebook.
Yeah, you can find me on Facebook. It's just Mikel Cain Makeup Artist. I try to keep it as simple as possible. Of course, on Twitter, Mikel Cain. And if you go to Google and just type in Michael, M-I-K-E-L, Cain, C-A-I-N, so many things pop up, and that's just the easiest way to find
Michael's
me.
favorite saying is Google me.
Google me. I should have wrote that song.
He spells it M-I-K for all of you guys who are listening. M-I-K-E-L. C-A-I-N. All right, and Miss D?
And my Twitter is D, the letter D, platform star with 2 R's on the end. I'm also a platform artist. And on my Facebook, I always tell people to look me up under my email, salondawn@yahoo.com. Very simple. SALONDAWN@yahoo.com.
Now, you guys used to work together. And you worked together on a group called Bliss.
We did.
Yes.
It's an R&B
I've seen a couple of those pictures. Right.
That was an opportunity that was brought to me from a friend named Kanita K on Facebook.
Okay.
And she said a young man by the name of Mikel Cain was looking for hairstylists and makeup artists to work for a music video. When I saw Mikel Cain, I thought of the actor Mikel Cain. And
you get that a lot?
I wish.
Oh no, he's better looking.
I could be British.
that was a big opportunity. Michael gave me big opportunity.
Okay. And y'all been tight ever since?
We've been tight ever since.
Because I see the chemistry. It's like y'all have your own show.
And you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? The day that I worked with him, we probably said about 6 words to each other. His words was, follow me, do what I say, stand right here.
It was like that.
Michael, is that true?
And yes, that's okay. No, let me show you that again.
How is he in work mode?
He is off the chain in work mode. He will get the job done. And he brings so much energy.
I can manage.
Because y'all got to handle stress.
Okay, wait a minute. I shot my video for Jack, okay? And I shot the second part of it. They are my team. They came over to my place to work on me. And I have to tell you something. These guys, they were cracking so many jokes because they hadn't seen each other for so long. They were just, it was like they saw each other yesterday. You know, it was a beautiful thing, like their brother and sister. That you know that.
Now, for you know young people that's inspiring to do what you do, you know, let them know it's not about just the finished outcome. Let them know what it takes to be a stylist, to be a makeup artist. Like this is no joke here. This is pressure time. This is, you know, if somebody gets mad, they get mad at y'all, huh?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like, oh, you get the glory and the
story. I want to hear some stories about who you've worked on and if anybody, and somebody who has actually given you that pressure and made you feel uncomfortable or didn't like the end result, how you handled it.
Well, every opportunity I get, I handle it like it's going to be my big break.
Okay.
That's number one. This is not a game to me nor Michael.
It's not a weak-hearted now.
You know, I'm a mother, so anything that I do, I'm waiting on that big break. So if you fussing at me, screaming at me, I'm not even studying your fussing or screaming. I'm studying whether or not you smiling when I'm walking out the door and saying goodbye. So,
because a lot of times people melt under pressure. You guys already know that.
It's truly for us. It's a calling. It is really a ministry.
You gotta be kind of cool.
You notice I say for us, because when I first met him and he was directing me, I promise I fell in love with his work ethic because it identified with my work ethic.
You guys have matching work ethic.
Oh yeah.
You guys get to it.
Oh yeah. I used to own a modeling agency and a hip hop magazine online.
Okay.
So it was a lot of pressure for performance. And Michael has worked in that sector. So when you meet another person that have that pressure, but their pressure is not to please I don't even know how to describe it. It's just getting that, yeah, you did it. That's what we really work for. You did it.
Michael, for you, what?
For me, I've been blessed and worked with great people. One that I give credit to and always will, his name is Greg Branch. He goes by Mr. G. He's actually the manager of Bliss. Okay. Working with him, I started out as their makeup artist, hairstylist. They were friends of mine. And within a few months, he called me in and asked me to co-manage the group because I was everywhere doing this, doing that. Makeup is just, I can do that. I multitask. I can do it all and not slack anywhere else. Being on the set, like that day was an 18-hour day shoot. Right. So I didn't eat, I didn't drink, just work. And I can manage things in another room, in another building. I learned how to multitask. And working with him, he was an artist himself. And so he understands both sides of the industry. And he taught me a lot, and working with producers and people, the managing part, that as a makeup artist, you never see those people when you work with another artist. But I got to meet producers, writers, other major artists kind of behind the scenes, radio, TV, and got a real sense of what it takes to go into it. And when you get all that and you lay it on the table, you start to lay it out and mix and match it so you don't get overwhelmed. And you know, even the day we worked together, I hadn't known her for maybe a few minutes, and I was directing, and I'm all about learning. Right. No matter how much school you get, I always say to people, the best education you're ever going to get is on the job and watching the ones before you, great people that inspire you. And for me, that's what happened. I worked in a salon for free. I begged to work there. I was the only Caucasian person in the salon. I begged them to work for free, and they let me. I worked there for a year to learn how to do any kind of ethnic hair extensions, things like that. And for me, that was my break, because when I came out of that salon and then polished it a little bit more with the knowledge, that's where I made the most money over the years, and got my breaks and met some of the big people that I have. If I didn't ever go and invest in that career and not get paid, I never would have done some of the things I did.
I hear that. Well, you know what? We would like to thank you guys for coming on such short notice. It was a pleasure having y'all. I mean, it was spiritual in here. I mean, I like you guys' conversation. And as always, thank you, Honeybee. As always, thank you, Ray Grimm, man. You know, for another episode of YUL Radio. Just tune in Thursday nights. We'll post another show. I'd like to thank you for emailing us, for staying with your support. And I'd like to thank you for another great show at YULradio.com.
Thanks for having us.